Omicron is giving some Americans pause over their holiday plans, but many still plowing ahead with family visits and winter vacations. AAA is still expecting air travel to be up 184% from this time last year when we were all locked down. So travel expert and former flight attendant Bobby Laurie joining us now. So in all, AAA believes 109 million people are somewhere for the holiday right now, and that's not at their home. So what does this tell you about the thinking from this Omicron variant?
I think people were tired of being stuck at home. I think they wanted to get out, especially after not spending the holiday with their family last year, and they're going to take those chances. They're going to mask up. They've got the vaccine, and they're taking to the roads and to the skies. But you know what I do think, Ed, is really important about that AAA number. The data that they used to make that projection was collected back on December 14th. So they have issued a disclaimer since then saying that the data was collected prior to the latest surge in Omicron, and that they are expecting some cancellations possibly, especially when it comes to airline travel.
Oh, it's interesting you say that. So is this a situation where you have a lot of people spent a lot of money on flights and hotels and just decided, well, for right now, we're going to do it anyway, but then may cut back in the first part of next year?
I think so. I mean, at the end of November, well, the first week of December, I should say, the week of December 6th, there was a 16% decrease in airline bookings from the week before. So I think as the variant continues to spread, you're seeing a lot of folks become iffy about traveling. And then as we head into 2022, with airlines still waiving all their change fees and you're able to get cancellations and refunds on your airline tickets and your hotel reservations, it's giving folks a little bit of flexibility. So they'll say, oh, yes, I'm going to feel safe enough to travel, but then as you get closer, you have the ability to say, maybe not.
So, Bobby, if you're looking at buying tickets, you've got to consider variants, whether it's Omicron or something else. You've got to consider the prices that are going forward. With the variant, do you see prices coming down, and then it would now be a good time to book out for, say, March, for spring break?
Absolutely. Now is the perfect time to book out for spring break and beyond, because airlines are hedging their bets. They are seeing those cancellations as the variant continues to spread. They're trying to fill their airplanes. So because of that, you're looking at some cheaper prices, even though the fuel costs are currently on the rise. Something else to keep in mind, too, is a lot of the travel insurance that's out there does now protect for some COVID-19 cancellations. So getting that travel insurance policy is worth it, and having a travel agent, too, is also worth it, because they can help you navigate some last-minute cancellations. Your best bet is to try to stay domestic rather than international, because international you may get stuck if a foreign country changes their COVID-19 regulations, or coming back to the U.S., we now require something else in order for you to come home. You might find yourself in a situation where you're going to spend more money than you were bargaining for.
So in the last 30 seconds then, Bobby, do you see the travel domestically taking advantage of the variant, so to speak? Does it give an advantage to domestic as opposed to international?
I think so. I think a lot of folks are still weary of going international because of the possibility of being stuck and then having the added cost of paying for a quarantine, paying for testing, and finding those locations when you are in a foreign country. So I think you're going to see a lot more staycations, a lot more road trips, people driving around their area within 90 to 150 miles, getting to explore the area that they live in, and possibly go from coast to coast. There's a lot of the U.S. to see.
So maybe no New Year's in Paris. Thanks, Bobby. I appreciate the insights.
Maybe just in New York.
Maybe just in New York, exactly.